Yeah. Alright, we're watching this.
He's playing some games, the worst he recalls. He's gonna find out which one sucked the most balls. The angry video game nerd is here. Oh, he's making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna go home and eat chicken and rice. The angry video game nerd is here. He hates the games that stink. He knows which games to break. He just might even hate them all, cause he's mad for fucking sake. You better watch out, don't give these games a try. You better not play them, he's telling you why. The angry video game nerd is here. I'm here to talk about a series of games based on stories from the Bible, all with weird, deformed cartridges made for Nintendo systems, but without any endorsement from Nintendo. Like, take this one, for example, Bible Adventures. Would you want to buy this with its weird baby blue cartridge? It's made by a Christian gaming company that makes unauthorized Nintendo games. Let's check it out. All right, 3 games in 1. You got Noah's Ark, Baby Moses, and David and Goliath. First, let's do Noah's Ark. Well, there's Noah. He moves pretty fast for an old guy. The objects to get the animals in the ark. Holy shit, you just pick them up? Is that how Noah did it? He did it all by himself by picking the animals up and carrying them into the ark? Well, according to Bible Adventures, that's how it happened. So there's where you drop those fuckers off. You just bring them to the door, you let those bastards run in there. You get a checklist of all the animals you need, so it's pretty simple. Go find some more, bring them back. Fun, huh? I just can't get over that. He's an old man, and not only does he pick the animals up, he lifts them over his head. It doesn't even slow him down. How can such an old man be so strong? Have you ever tried to lift a horse? Not that easy. What the shit? Let alone a horse and an ox? Or fuck, a horse, a cow, and 2 oxen? What the fucking shit? Noah's so goddamn strong, he puts the Hulk to shame. And the poor creatures, they're so scared shitless, they don't even try to get away. Noah, man, nobody fucks with him. Not even Chuck Norris. The only animals that have the balls to fight back are the pigs. Stop it. Damn pig. I'm only trying to take you in the ark. There's going to be a flood. What, do you want to die? All right, that's it. You're going to get it. So what do? You grab that, whatever it is, and you knock that motherfucker out. Take that, bitch. Now I got you. You're going in the ark, you fucknut. I hate those pigs, but I also hate the oxen. You drop them every time you jump, so you got to keep picking them back up again. The monkeys are also pretty damn annoying. Sometimes you got to chase them all around. What a sight. Look, an old man climbing up a tree chasing monkeys. It's quite ridiculous. You fucking monkey, get back here. Now you're gonna get it. Take that, you monkey fuck. You're going in the ark. Another thing really amazing about Noah is that he can run so fast, he can actually outrun the screen, which is really annoying because you can't see where you're going, so you have to stop just to let the screen catch up. Another sign of a badly designed game. Now, it looks like we got all the animals, except the snakes. Now, that's gotta be tricky, right? Grabbing them's out of the question. So let's pick up that thing and try to knock them out. Well, I can knock them out, but if I don't catch them, they're gone. I can't catch them either. Shit. How do you get those damn snakes? Well, guess what? I'm trying to get the wrong snakes. But how can you blame me? They're the first snakes you see in the game. Well, check this out. I go in this cave, and this is real frustrating because to climb the walls, you have to jump and hit the A button at the perfect timing. Then once you get to the top, there you go. There's your snakes. So these are the real snakes you're supposed to get, not the ones in the trees. They're only decoys. Challenge is one thing, but why does this game have to fucking trick me? So don't get the snakes that you first see when you're walking around. Go take a wild guess. Climb through the cave until you find the real ones. Fuck this game. Now you thought that was bad? A game where you collect a bunch of objects to bring back to the middle of the board? How could it get any worse? Just watch. Our next game is Baby Moses. Alright, well, the object of the game is to get to the end of the level carrying Baby Moses. Now, this is really annoying because while carrying him, there's no way to defend yourself from everything that's out to kill you, and I do mean everything. If the soldiers catch Baby Moses, they throw him in the water. What assholes. And what's with this theme of carrying things? It's actually kind of a rip-off of Super Mario Bros. 2. Even the graphics kind of remind me of it, except for those chocolate cats. Speaking of carrying things, look how many things she can stack. What kind of picture is this? Moses' mom carrying baby Moses, carrying a block of cheese, carrying a guy carrying a spear? I never thought I'd see that. Beware the black spaces. If you jump through them, you fall in the water and die. Whoa. Either that or I guess it shoots baby Moses up in the sky. What's going on? This game sucks ass. God, this is annoying. The only way to have any fun at all is to throw baby Moses in the water and then go explore the level without him. This is a weird game. What other game could you ever say, I just threw baby Moses in the water? For some reason, I can't stop saying baby Moses. Baby Moses, baby Moses. When you finish the level, it says good work, but you forgot baby Moses. I didn't forget him, I just didn't want him. Well, there's only one shitty game left. David and Goliath.
Moses.
Well, you're going around carrying sheep. Yeah, are you surprised? The object is to bring 4 sheep to this blinking arrow to advance to the next level. The originality just stuns me. And you know what? All 3 games use the same music. You'd rather listen to your only infant child puking to death. That is, choking on his own puke chunks. That's disgusting. I apologize. Those sheep are a bitch to carry, especially if you're trying to get past the lion. That lion hates sheep and anybody who carries sheep. However, if you go past them without the sheep, they don't give a shit. I can even pick the lion up and it doesn't care. Sure, try that in real life. Pick up a lion and see what happens. And while you're at it, just try to punch that lion in the nuts. Yeah, right in the fucking nuts. You can even use an acorn to knock the lion out. Damn, I wouldn't want to get hit by one of those acorns. Those lions are fucking wusses. What? What happened? Did you see that? That lion just fell flat on his ass. And he fell at the same time as this squirrel. So who knocked them both out? Well, let's take a look at the whole replay and see what happened. Here we see this squirrel throws an acorn. It clobbers the lion. Bam. Now, let's back up a bit. Just before he gets hit, this other squirrel throws an acorn, which comes right back down, and bam! He knocked himself out with his own acorn. Dumb shit. Anyway, let's go get some sheep. I like the sheep sound effects. Come on, you damn sheep. I'm not gonna hurt you. Sheepy, sheepy. Sheepy, sheepy, sheepy. Fuck this. I feel like a stupid asshole going after all these sheep for no reason. The most fun I have in this game is watching that weird squirrel. I'm telling you, that squirrel does some weird shit. 1 minute it's sleeping, then it's running up and over the tree, and oh my god, look at that! It's a flying squirrel! Or it's like climbing the sky. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Wow, they were on drugs when they made this game. Later in the game, you get a weapon, some kind of fireball or something, I don't know, but it sucks. It's just like the Rock in Friday the 13th. It arcs over everybody you try to hit. What good is a weapon that doesn't go straight? Like, it deliberately dodges your target. What a piece of shit. Now, I know I'm sucking pretty bad at this, but unless you've played it, you have no idea how friggin' awful the controls are. It just feels slippery, and you feel like you have to force everything you're doing. But that only makes it more likely to overshoot a jump or undershoot it trying not to. It doesn't help either that there's all these rocks coming down. And finally, when I get up here, it's not even worth it, because there's nowhere to go. I can't even go in those caves. So that's enough of this shit. Well, that's Bible Adventures. You thought that was weird? Well, wait till you see Bible Buffet. Yeah, Bible Buffet. When I first heard the title, I just didn't get it. My only guess is it has to do with food and the Bible. Well, guess what? I got half of that right. It definitely has to do with food, but there's no mention of anything from the Bible anywhere in this whole game. What is this I'm looking at? It's a board game? In fact, it's a ripoff of Candyland. Just look at it. All the different food-themed lands, like Potato Land, Barbecue Land, Pizza Land, Dessert Land. Player 1. Oh my god, it's talking. Well, you spin the wheel, and you make some moves just like any board game. Then you get to play all these weird mini-games, which sort of resemble an Atari game. The sound effects are classic. And it definitely resembles Attack of the Killer Tomatoes more than it does the Bible. So you lay down all these exploding pancakes which blow up everything. I think they're supposed to be oil drums or something, but everything else is some kind of food, so I'm just going to call them exploding pancakes. I mean, this is just fucking weird. It might as well be anything. I mean, look at all this stuff that's trying to kill me. Potato chips and pizzas and pork chops and bottles, watermelons, ice cream cones, ice cubes, and cans of like soda coming out of a vending machine. Look, a snowman. Watch this. I'm going to blow his fucking head off. Yeah, that snowman's dead as shit. I just pushed that thing into the exit, but there's no way to get it back out. So now I blocked myself from finishing the level, and my only choices now are to reset the game or commit suicide. Every every once in a while you get a little quiz. True or false? I guess true. True or false? I guess false. What the hell am I guessing? It would help if I had the questions. You know where they are? They're in the manual. So unless you still have the manual, let alone have the fucking game, you're not going to know what the questions are. Now, what was the problem with putting the questions on the screen? Why didn't they do that instead? What were they thinking? All right. That voice is just crazy. I don't know what it is, but it just sounds out of place. Not that anything is in place, but I don't know. It's so rare to hear such a clear voice in a Nintendo game. But I suppose it's also rare for Nintendo to have a Bible game with no references to the Bible, resembling Atari that's all about food trying to kill you, yet it's also a board game ripoff with quizzes that you can't answer. And if it's a Bible game, why do you blow a snowman's head off? Whatever happened to Thou Shall Not Kill? Please, somebody tell me, what the hell am I playing? I kind of like it, but I gotta turn it off before I go insane. So let's play another Bible game. It's the Book of Genesis on Sega Genesis, and the soundtrack is Genesis. I'm just making this up, but let's move on to Super Nintendo and check out this game that I'm actually not making up. I couldn't even come up with anything half as crazy if I tried. This is Super Noah's Ark 3D, yet it's also referred to as Super 3D Noah's Ark because of the way the title art's misrepresented. So who knows? Call it whatever you want. Call it Super 3D Fuck Farts if you want. I know it's weird, but the weirdness actually starts with the cartridge. As you can see, it looks like no other Super Nintendo game you've ever seen. In fact, it doesn't even look like a game at all. It looks more like a Game Genie. By this time, I believe Nintendo was catching on to the fact that Wisdom Tree was making these Bible games for their system without their permission. So what I think happened was, when Super Nintendo came out, they put a new lockout chip inside the system, which only allows games licensed by Nintendo to work. So, how many Super Nintendo games came out not licensed by Nintendo? Well, just one, and it found a way. By plugging an official Super Nintendo game into the top of it, it overrides the lockout chip, and you can play it. The question is, would you want to? Well, actually, yeah, you would. What other first-person shooter game do you get to play as Noah? I really can't believe this game exists, but it seems to be a fact because I'm playing it. Now, does it look like Wolfenstein 3D? Yes. In fact, it is Wolfenstein 3D. It doesn't even count as a ripoff. It's the same fucking game, but with Noah. Instead of shooting Nazis, he's shooting goats. All the levels are exact duplicates, but what's really funny to know is that there's a story going around that id, the company that made Wolfenstein and Doom, they gave their own game to Wisdom Tree for them to turn into this. Why? Well, according to the rumor, id was pissed off that the Super Nintendo version of Wolfenstein was inferior to the PC version, and that Nintendo basically butchered it by toning down the violence as well as altering numerous other things. So, as some sort of joke or whatever, id handed the source code over to Wisdom Tree for them to make the mockery which you're looking at now. And there's a bit of a conspiracy going on. According to the Bible, Noah puts 2 of each animal in the ark, right? Well, according to this game, he put a whole bunch of goats on there. And if that's not crazy enough, guess what? All those goats want Noah dead. Damn. Why is there so many of them? And why do you shoot them with a slingshot? I think that would actually make them more angry. I can't even see what you're supposed to be shooting at them anyway. It just looks invisible. It's supposed to be food, I guess, but why does it put the animals to sleep? Well, I guess Noah shoots the food so hard that it knocks the animals unconscious. Now, what's even stranger is how they attack you. They just do like these weird kicks from a mile away, and they hit you. Like, how do they even reach? Listen to how cheerful the music is. Wow, that's great. It's just what you need is some really upbeat music to go along with Noah getting murdered by a bunch of fucking goats. So, that's it. There's more animals along the way, but you get the idea. So, as we've seen, every one of these Bible games rips off something. So just to show you another example, let's take a look at Spiritual Warfare on the Nintendo. Okay, right off the bat, what does this game look like? Well, here's some hints. Look, it's an aerial view with like bushes and rocks. You start off with 3 hearts for health. You hold 2 items, you go into a little cave and you talk to someone, and when you walk to the next area, the screen moves. There's that square-shaped stairwell, and there's a raft. You go down ladders with gray stone walls, and when you start the game, you get to type in a name. Well, if you can't already tell what this game looks like, let me spell it out. That's right, Zelda. Let's recap, shall we? In Zelda, we have an aerial view with bushes and rocks. You start off with 3 hearts for the health. You hold 2 items, you go into a little cave and you talk to someone, and when you walk to the next area, the screen moves, there's that square-shaped stairwell, you go down the ladders with the gray stone walls, there's your raft, and when you start the game, you type in a name. What a shameless ripoff. Well, at least they came up with a few original ideas, like sometimes when you kill your enemies, a flying devil comes out. And besides just the usual rocks and bushes or trees or whatever, they randomly have all these garbage cans placed about. That's where this game belongs, the fucking garbage. All right, let's play one more game. King of Kings. Oh, great. 3 more games. Fuck. Let's do Wise Men. Well, you're on a camel. You're basically just trying to ride to the end of the level. Your obstacles include lizards, a cactus that comes up out of the ground, flying rocks, porcupines shooting needles, moving pitfalls, and blocks that come down and stun you. Just like in Bible adventures, the control is really awkward, but here it's so bad it's nearly unplayable. So every once in a while, you pick up these scrolls that make you answer questions about the Bible, like who is Jesus' mother? Well, that would be Mary. Now, why are there quizzes in the middle of this game? Quizzes aren't fun. Quizzes make you feel like you're in school. Games are fun. Quizzes, not fun. Put them together. So you'd probably rather just play the game than answer the questions, which would be a good reason to just avoid the scrolls. But if you get the questions right, you get energy, which you won. Now, a lot of these questions are true or false, and once you get used to that, you tend to not look at the words true and false, because you instinctively assume true always comes above false. But no, not with this game. They alternate just to trick you. Many times I accidentally pick false when I mean to pick true. I mean, what's up with that shit? Just keep them the same. Now let's try Flight to Egypt. It's bad. Alright, Jesus in the Temple, last fucking game. Let's get it over with. Okay, another rip-off of Super Mario Bros. 2, where you're jumping on logs to get across the waterfall. Well, at least they upped the challenge on those logs, but it's just flat out annoying. The logs have the most erratic pattern. Sometimes you jump too early thinking that the next log is going to come, but it doesn't. Then just to tease you, it pops up at the bottom, crawling up the waterfall just to sit there and mock you. Other times the second log shows up, but once you're on it and expecting the third one, it doesn't come. But just for one final kick in the balls, it throws all these other logs down to make you think that you can salvage it and jump your way back to safety to try again. But no, not quite. The graphics are really flawed. I mean, usually you know to time your jumps once you see that log coming up over the waterfall, but sometimes they just appear at random, which doesn't give you enough time to react. Also, what's going on with those colors in the sky? Looks like something you might see if you take too much LSD. There's really nothing else worth mentioning with this game. It just sucks, and I can't even stand to play it anymore. I'd rather fuck a porcupine and shove a cactus up my ass. I'd rather slurp crap oozing out of a warthog's anus hole. It's just a bunch of poopy diarrhea doo-doo ass shit. That's it. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Birthday Jesus, whatever. Happy Holidays. See you in 2007.
See you in 2007. Wow. That was when I was born. Holy shit. Oh look, this is the 9 days before I was born. Wow.
Thanks for sending me this crappy game. Coal would have been nice, or even better, a bag of poop. So thanks. Home Alone 2 on the NE-fucking-S. Now, just like in the movie, you're anywhere but home. You're lost in New York. Now, I'm really scraping the bottom of the shit barrel with this one. I mean, the first Home Alone game was so bad, why would you even bother with this one? Well, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Now, the first thing I noticed, besides, of course, the title screen and the strangely placed credit scroll, is that the game is actually in memory of someone. Now, that's sad. So, you start the game trying to escape from this hotel because they found out that you used a stolen credit card. Now, you don't want to fuck with this hotel. They'll get everybody after you. Not even just the people who work there, but bouncing old ladies with umbrellas, mops. Yeah, crazy bloodthirsty mops will try to get you. Vacuum cleaners? Yeah, they'll suck you up. Then there's suitcases. Even the fucking suitcases are trying to run you over. Now, another thing I noticed right away was that the sound effects are taken straight from Bart versus the Space Mutants. Now, that's common for a video game company to recycle their own sound effects, but that was a claim, and And this is THQ. Damn robbers. Now, nothing in the game really makes any sense. You're just running around and get the fuck off me, god damn it. And there's a guy throwing a key. Now, in the world of video games, a key is usually a good thing. You collect keys and use them to open doors, but not this game, the key kills you. Then you go into these rooms which have absolutely no purpose whatsoever. Sometimes you can find items, some of which can be used as temporary weapons, but the main idea is that you just run to the right until you reach the end. But then what happens? Nothing. You can't go anywhere. You press the button and wait for the elevator, but it doesn't happen. Meanwhile, these suitcases keep flying at you, so you start walking to the right, but no, that doesn't work either. So what do? You go back and explore the whole level, exhausting every possibility until you realize, yes, you are supposed to wait for that elevator. I end up pushing the button like 100 fucking times, and I'm being serious. I don't know if it makes a difference, but basically, you gotta wait for that elevator. Then it starts dropping you off on random floors. You run all the way to the right again, only to be faced with the same problem. It's a dead end. So what do? You go left again, and when you get back to the elevator, only then can you advance to the next random floor. It doesn't make any logical fucking sense. So you're just going around dodging everything, and sometimes it's impossible to jump over people, so you really need a weapon, which you can sometimes find in these rooms, but watch out for those crazy fucking maids that throw pillows which look like bloody butcher knives missing handles. When you see the old ladies, you slide on your knees like Pete Townsend, which is probably the best part of the game. Sometimes the slide can kill things, and other times it can't. I didn't even know it could be used as an attack until I got to the chef, because that's the only way to get past him, is to slide into him. Now, of course, every time you hit him, he removes another article of clothing. Now his shirt's gone, and do I really want to do this? Oh, shit, God. Then he leaves his hat, and it turns into a pizza. Okay. There's really no consistency in this game at all. For example, most of your enemies, you can stun them and then just pass by. But this asshole, it doesn't work. You shoot him in the balls and then he still has his way. I just want to get up on those boxes so I can jump over them. But you can't. You can jump on the boxes to the right, but you can't jump on the ones on the left. I mean, what kind of fucking sense does that make? Some of the poles you can climb, and some of them you can't. Some of the potted plants, you can jump on the plant itself. But other times, when you're in desperate fucking need, you can't. It's like the game keeps changing the rules. Here, get up the ladder. Get up the fucking ladder. There's birds shitting all over me. Get up the fucking ladder. Fuck. Ah! Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. You miserable fucking cunt, piece of shit. Shitty games all my life. Shitty fucking games. I hate shitty fucking games. And I hate shitty fucking Christmas, because shitty fucking Christmas means more shitty fucking games. Humbug! Ah! Fucking humbug at the hell!
Greetings, nerd! Forgive this intrusion, for it is I, the ghost of Christmas past!
Wow, Christmas Eve of 2007. That's 3 days before I was born.
Greetings, nerd! Forgive this intrusion, for it is I, the ghost of Christmas past!
I ain't seeing this.
Why do you doubt your senses, nerd?
Because I wasn't ready to go completely insane tonight.
But you're already there, drowning in your own misery and torment.
You see this?
I do see that,
But you're not looking at it.
but I see it.
Look, Ghost, why do you come to me?
Well, to take you back to the past.
To play the shitty games that suck ass? No thanks.
This is your past, nerd.
Oh wow, that's me. I'm playing round 42. That was the shit, I remember that. Oh no, that's my first time playing the NES. There's my dad in his underwear taking out the trash. At least he's not making me take out the trash. Oh, and that's me playing Mario 2. At least we all thought it was Mario 2.
I don't know how you get in there. There's a wall block, so I don't know how to get in. That platform down there. This isn't fair.
I remember nothing but torture. Oh, that's that fateful Christmas day when I got my Super Nintendo.
My first 16-bit machine.
Do you remember the excitement?
Who are you?
The Ghost of Christmas Present Edition.
What do you want?
I just wanted to remind you of the fond memories of having Super Nintendo. You remember Metroid, Zelda, Mario? You only choose to dwell on crap. You know what you're doing right now?
Talking to you?
No, this is all in the body, don't you get it? Right now you're looking back and reviewing one of the worst games on the Super Nintendo.
Shaq Fu. Just the name makes people cringe. Like, you don't even want to go there. So it's a fighting game with a storyline that begins with Shaq wandering into a Chinese shop for whatever reason, and an old man tells him he has to save some kid. So Shaq just goes along with it, steps in the portal, and ends up in the second world. I guess we live in the first world, so this is the second. So you're wandering around fighting everybody you meet, including a goblin sort of thing, some crazy cat bitch, a Persian prince, I guess, all kinds of weird aliens, and a mummy warrior. I never even heard of such a thing. I just don't know about this. It's really weird. I kind of like Full House Tournament Fighter. At least that had more appropriate characters. Now, this is one of those multi-console games which appeared on both the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis Mega Drive console, and most of the time, the Super Nintendo version was better, which means I'd really hate to see the Genesis version. Now, besides the ridiculous concept, the dull sound effects, and everything else, the rotten core where this game's stank bullshit stems from is in its godforsaken control. The controls are mutilated, fucking atrocious. They're especially unresponsive when you're trying to execute a special move, and most of the time, you find yourself trying to get close enough to your opponent to hit him. You just end up jumping all around until the clock runs out. This game falls between the ass crack of basketball fans and fighting game fans. It doesn't please anybody. I also got to mention that there also used to be a website dedicated to finding and destroying every cartridge of this game. It's that bad. Now, I can go into depth and describe the controls and every last detail why this game is so god-awful, but I don't even have to. The name says it all. The title doesn't even sound good. Shaq Fu? It's like a joke. I mean, just the fact that they can release a fighting game starring Shaquille O'Neal and call it Shaq Fu pretty much proves that you can put Fu at the end of anything. How about Robin Williams Fu or U2 Fu? I mean, who came up with this shit? What, were they smoking crack up their ass? Oh, Ghost, please, I can't stand it anymore. Ghost? Where are you? Oh my god. I know who you are. Dreadful apparition. Why must you trouble me? Why do spirits walk the earth and... What do you want from me? Oh my god. You remember the Nintendo Wii? Yeah, that's actually what they call it. But it was very revolutionary when it first came out. But looking at it now, it's like a baby's toy. Now, I got this bullshit fuck game called Far Cry Vengeance. Now, you put the word vengeance at the end of anything, and it's sure to suck.
Big fella, you look like the kind of man who can handle himself.
You look like the kind of woman I'd like to handle.
Well, have you been with the rebels?
I'm not that kind of rebel, pal.
I'm not your pal, you bastard guy.
Oh, look at that. Look at all the grass growing. Kind of like in Creepshow. Hey, yo, stupid ass. I'm right behind you, fuckface. Chill him, chill him. There you go. You're outrunning the balls. Fuck! The control is fucking awful. Now it's time for Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz.
Super Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz.
Oh, Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. Alright, now despite being a pretty good game, there's the party games. And instead of just having a few really good ones, they just have a whole bunch of really shitty ones. They just suck. Should I say monkey fuck? I mean, it doesn't even have anything to do with the monkeys. You're just a fucking dog going around trying to move the fucking sheeps off the screen. Oh, it's fruit. Yeah, get the fruit in the basket. It's fruit. This is the worst fucking thing ever. Look at this. Move! Move, goddammit! Look at this. Come on! Oh, shit. What a shitload. What were they thinking? I'd rather drink diarrhea sauce. Alright, it's time to boogie. Boogie, 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 boogie. Mercy. I can't stand to look at this anymore. awesome. In fact, I should just play good games from now on. Man, fuck that. Let's play some shitty ones.
This one was a lot later.
He's playing some games, the worst he recalls. He's gonna find out which one sucked the most balls. The angry video game nerd is here. Oh, he's making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna go home and eat chicken and rice. The angry video game nerd is here. He hates the games that stink. He knows which games to break. He just might even hate them all, cause he's mad for fucking sake. You better watch out, don't give these games a try. You better not play them, he's telling you why. The angry video game nerd is here. Welcome to another sacrilegious Christmas fuckfest. Now, 2 years ago, I played a bunch of Bible games. Yeah, now would you believe there's actually more of them? Like, who makes video games based off the Bible? Why would you do that? These games suck ass. If I was God, I'd be pissed. First, let's check out Exodus, Journey to the Promised Land. What the hell's this? To start the game, please wait up to 9 flashes on TV screen. Power on, please wait 7 seconds between power off and power on. Wow, quite a lot of instructions just to start the damn game. You play as Moses. I guess on his journey to the Promised Land, he had to go through labyrinths and shooting W's at everything and collect sacks with the letter M. I don't know about this one. It's just a puzzle game. It's playable. Basically, you have to collect a certain amount of items in order for an exit to appear. I'm not even sure exactly what the items are, but it pretty much means that you have to uncover every square. Oh, this is so redundant. It's really one of those games where you need a turbo controller. So the exit appears, you take it, and then you get a bunch of Bible questions, like the king of Egypt told the Hebrew midwives to kill male babies, kill all babies, kill all babies. I'm playing an NES game that says kill all babies? And you know what? That's the wrong answer, so that obviously means it's something they made up. Kill all babies. So for every question you answer correctly, you get, what else? A Bible, and then you get a violent picture of somebody being whipped, and then it's on to the next level. Oh, this is so monotonous. Obviously, I'm going all the way in the middle. Oh, no. Now I gotta go all the way back. Oh, fucking hell. This is ridiculous. So then I get back out. I finish up all the crap I gotta do. Oh, so I guess it's the question marks I gotta get. And then what? Where's the exit? Oh, it's back over there? Oh, my lord.
It was in the middle.
I've had enough with this shit. Alright, next up, let's try
Use this
Noah's
camera
Ark. Haven't we played
only
this
for
already?
this episode for some
Remember in
reason.
Bible Adventures, there were 3 games, one of which was Noah's Ark, that stupid shit where you're picking
And
up
then he
stacks of
switched back
animals.
to the normal
Then, of
camera,
course,
like
there's
the
the infamous Super
original
Noah's
camera
Ark 3D, the only
afterwards. So
unlicensed
weird.
Super NES game, which happens to be a clone of Wolfenstein, where you're going around shooting goats. So now we have yet another game based off of Noah's Ark. But there's something very different about this one. What's that? It was actually licensed by Nintendo. Who made this? Okay, now I'm really curious. Okay, who would have thought this would actually be decent? Well, it was only released in Europe, which means it's in the PAL format, and it can't be played on any North American NES, unless you have the top loader. That plays anything. The game's not bad, but it's fucking weird. Why are there Native Americans in Noah's time, and why does he turn into a fish? If he and all the animals could turn into fish, they wouldn't even need the fucking ark. Also, it's generally a pain in the ass, because enemies can drain half your life bar with one hit. Even the tiniest things such as bees, which take almost all your life. And there's lots of things you can't even touch at all, or you die instantly. This makes it almost pointless to even have a life bar. Also, there's hidden bonus stages, but if you find one of them, it doesn't bring you back. So rather than returning you to the game where you left off, it puts you back at the beginning of the stage, which is fucking bullshit. But overall, I would at least go as far to call it a game. Alright, what's next? Oh, Joshua. This one looks fun, right? Oh no, doesn't this look familiar? It's the same thing as Exodus. Well, that scratches that off the list. What's the point of discussing the same game twice? The only difference is that you're Joshua, I assume, and that there's a voice. But what's even stranger, this game is a copy of a game, which is a copy of another game, Crystal Mines. Damn. Well, here's a little history lesson. Color Dreams was the company making all these unlicensed games for the NES, like Captain Comics, Secret Scout, and Raid 2020. Maybe I'll review that in the year 2020. Anyway, Color Dreams, for whatever reason, decided they wanted to start doing Bible games, now under the name Wisdom Tree. Essentially, they were recycling some of their old Color Dreams games and adding Christian themes. For example, here we have Menace Beach, which was turned into Sunday Fun Day. Let's check it out. So this is Menace Beach. Basically, you're some kid on a skateboard trying to rescue some girl. It's plagued by god-awful control, a pathetic attack range, and the most annoying level design I've ever seen. But the most interesting thing about this game is that between each level, you see your girlfriend begging you to rescue her, and each time, her clothes gradually disappear. The first time playing this, I didn't even realize what was happening. She says, "I've been here so long, my clothes are starting to rot." Seriously, that's the only explanation. I think she would die of starvation before her clothes would rot. But the funny thing is that it's a strangely effective way to get you to play the game because just for curiosity's sake, it makes you wonder how much of her clothes are going to come off. It's like, hey, we got this horrible, shitty game, but there's a girl taking her clothes off, so you gotta keep playing. How did this turn into a Bible game? Well, let's find out. Here comes Sunday Fun Day. It might interest you to know, this is actually the last game ever made for the NES, and it was as late as 1995. Oh, no, there's 3 games. Oh boy, well, let's try them all. Here's Fish Fall. Okay, you're a hand trying to grab falling fish and throw them up into a floating basket. What does this have to do with the Bible? What does catching parachuting fish and throwing them up at an electric eel have to do with the Bible? Oh, okay, it's got some Bible verses thrown in. Now it makes perfect sense. Okay, let's try For Him. What? It's karaoke? Oh, please. Now that I've wasted my time with all that, let's play Sunday Fun Day. Well, it's identical to Menace Beach. Just look at the title screens. It's the same exact game. Now, there are a few minor differences, but we'll get to them as we go. Instead of trying to rescue your girl, you're not even going to believe this when I tell you, you're trying to get to Sunday school. Yeah. Now, as much as that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard for a game, what I don't understand is why that's so difficult. Who are these raging atheists that don't want you to go to church? It's bad enough that the entire town's trying to stop you, but what's with the flying clowns, the old ladies coming out of boxes, and animals coming out of sewer holes? What's this guy's problem? Like, why does everyone want him dead? I'd say he's having quite a day. And the funny thing is, he probably gets to church and doesn't even mention it. Like, oh, what do you do on this Sunday morning before church? Oh, well, I flew on a balloon that I got from some clown, and then I went through the sewers and beat up a bunch of plumbers. I hopped on some frog and bounced around on a bunch of springs and shit. Then I threw a bomb and blew some guy's fucking face off. Yeah, look at the face. Oh, God, that's so violent. Now, instead of the stripping chick, you get this annoying bitch who does nothing but nag you. Get your ass to Sunday school. The only other thing I've noticed that's been changed are some of the enemies. Ninjas are now kids, and these Elvis-looking guys are now plumbers. Maybe ninjas were too violent, and Elvis's devilish rock and roll was too much for a religious game. But everything else fits perfectly fine. Why does a bird come out every time you kill someone? And why do they turn from white to black? Kind of like a reverse Michael Jackson. Your attack is so pathetic. It seems you have to keep skating past people while tapping the button, and I never figured out the right timing. It's just luck whether you hit him or not. What are you supposed to be doing anyway? Just spinning around? Look at this. I'm still trying to hit this guy. Finally. Oh, fuck. Another real piss off is that it keeps going dark. Seems like I'm running into that problem a lot with games lately. It's so annoying. You have to keep hitting the switches to keep the room bright. Oh, come on, get the damn switch. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, man. I really hate those springs. All I'm trying to do is go down and to the right, but I can't make it. Ah. Oh, shit. Oh, God. When you don't want the springs to bounce you around, they do. And when you want them to, they don't. What the fuck? Why didn't it bounce me? There's also these squares that make you fall through the pipes. I don't know what that's about. Some enemies you can only kill with bombs, and trying to get them to stand near a bomb is ridiculously hard. Come on. Of course he's not going to come near it. Okay, there. Perfect. He's laughing. He's got 2 bombs ready to blow, and he walks away. Okay, there's another one. Of course, he goes right past it. Oh, there he goes. Fuck. Okay, look at this. This is nice. I'm stuck. I need a balloon to fly over the hole, but I need to go back to get the balloon. Too bad I can't jump high enough, so it's time to commit suicide. Here's the problem. This little ledge shouldn't be here. It's pointless because once you're there, you're stuck. Oh, fuck, get me away from the bombs. I hate those fucking springs. Ah! Oh, got lucky there. I hate those fucking things. They're the worst. Damn! Oh, this game is so annoying. Look at this. I got trapped in some sort of pipe. There's no way down. What I'm trying to do is get on the floor and go under it. But there's a fucking spring that comes up. Then there's that damn switch making it go dark. I get bounced all over the place. Man, just get down there. Oh, 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 fuck. I'm surprised. This game is actually really hard. It's one of the hardest I've ever played. Alright, well, that's enough with that one. It's time to wrap things up. I got something to blow the lid off the crap barrel. Time to flick the shit switch, turn up the diarrhea dial. It's Bible games on CDI. Yeah, we're living on the edge. More like living on a prayer. First, we have Moses, the Exodus. Honestly, there's not much to say. It's basically an educational tool with some games thrown in. First, there's Pyramid Pursuit. This is the main game. Basically, you're exploring a pyramid. It's a point-and-click game, but not a good one that actually makes you think. This one is a no-brainer. It flat out explains what you're supposed to do. Go this way, go that way. The voices are the fuckest baloney shit you'll ever hear.
I'm an idol worshipped by many. There's someone downstairs who worships me.
What is it, a robot? But let me give you a quick tour of the other stuff. First, you have this animated story about Moses.
Moses trusted God. He knew that no matter what, God would take care of him.
Then you have Tell Me More, which is basically just more history lessons about the Bible.
In the time of Moses, a sacrifice might be an animal like an ox.
Then you have the Bible, which is just scripture from the Bible. Then you have the Playroom. The first thing you'll notice is the sing-along. It's just a bunch of karaoke songs. But tell me, why is Moses and me graffitied on a wall? Then there's a slider puzzle. Nothing to say about that. Then there's the coloring book, and this is where things become really ass. It's kind of like Mario Paint, but really hard to control. Seriously, your pointer just jumps all over the place. And what the hell's going on here? Leprosy? That's nice. Then there's this connect the dots bullshit. If you miss the dot, you get this irritating voice.
Whoops.
If you get the dot,
Whoops.
you get the irritating voice.
Yippee!
And it never fucking stops.
Yippee! Yippee! Whoops. Yippee! 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 Whoops. Yippee!
Is that really necessary? Like, what are they, fucking crazy? Well, anyway, that's about all there is to say about that. The other two games are the same deal. They all have the same puzzle games, sing-along, and all that. The only real difference is the main games. David and Goliath has this board game.
I am Goliath. You've landed on Goliath Square. That'll send him back.
It doesn't make much sense because you never see the entire board, so you don't know where Goliath is. That's like if you were playing Monopoly and you put your face up to the game. You never know what's going on. The last game, Story of Sansom, has a game called Riddler's Race. So was the Riddler in the Bible? I didn't know that. So basically, you're a harpist on your way to play the harp at Sansom's wedding. But there's a bunch of people after you, and if they catch you, you have to answer a Bible riddle. Yep, that's it. Alright, well, I think I'm done. There's not really any more Bible games, or at least ones that actually qualify as games. There's one on Game Boy called the King James Bible. It's extremely rare, but all it is literally the whole Bible on a Game Boy cartridge. So I'm going to draw the line right there. So have a happy holidays and all that good shit. Merry Christmas to all, and all a good fucking night.
He's playing some games, the worst he recalls. He's gonna find out which one sucked the most balls. The angry video game nerd is here.
That's about it. So, see you.